This is Gabby, the leader of the Cairngorm's Nature Rare Invertebrate Hunt, and she's basically organised this event to look for the shining guest ant. So, for people that don't know about it, could you tell them a wee bit more about your job?
So I'm the Rare Invertebrates in the Cairngorm's project officer, and my job over the next 3 years is to look for 6 of the most rare insect species in Scotland. And what I'm trying to do is get volunteers like you guys along to come and help us find out more about where they're spread over the Cairngorms National Park. And we're also trying to find out more about the insects as well, because we don't know too much about their behaviour or how they like to live. So the more we understand about them, the more we can actually help to conserve them.
So 3 years for 6 bugs, that sounds quite a lot of time just for 6 animals. Why is this so important to have that amount of time just for these 6 things?
Well, these insects need to be monitored over a long amount of time, and we also need a lot of time to actually look for them because the park is quite big, and they have very specific habitat, so we can only look for certain species at certain times a year. So for example, in the earlier times of the year, sort of towards the sort of springtime and towards the start of summer, it's a good time to look for one of our species, Kentish glory, which is a really rare moth. Whereas at this time of year, sort of September to October time, that's when the shining guest ant is out. So we have to have these big amounts of time because they have specific habitats that they live in, but they also have specific times of the year that they're active.
Yeah, so what do you think are the key points of today about things that have been like great for us?
Well, it's been a great day because we learned a lot about wood ants, and we found some really great nests like this really active one here, but we were lucky enough to see the shining guest ant, and that is 6 out of 6 of the species for the project that we've now seen this year. So that's really, really good news. We learned a little bit about the ants themselves. We saw just how tiny they are, so we now know what to look for when we're going out and surveying. And we learned a little bit about what kind of weather they like, so we know when we should come out and look for them as well. So it was really good that we all got to see them and find them.
Like you're saying how they're really tiny, I've got the picture here, seeing you don't see much difference. Well, you do see quite a bit of difference for size, but in it you think that, oh, I'll be able to find that. But when you actually see it in the tube, it's a massive difference.
It is, it's really tiny, isn't it?
So
really,
it's like,
really shiny.
it looks like it's smaller than that scale, but it's actually the same size. It's obviously just zoomed in, so it makes it look bigger, but yeah.
Incredible little ants though.
Yeah. So, I think that's us done.
Yeah.
So, it's been great to meet you
Yeah.
for the ants, and we've had a really great day. So,
Thanks, Ander.